Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back. Or if you are new to the channel, welcome in. Today, I am back with another pick a card reading, and we're actually going to be seeing the next 3 months. So I'm posting this in April, but whenever you are coming across it is when the message was meant to find you. This is a timeless reading. So if you're coming upon this video and it is not the time that I posted it, do not worry about that. This is completely timeless. So whenever you need to hear this message is when the message will find you. Okay, so what do I want to mention? I do want to mention, guys, that my Instagram and TikTok are going to be linked down below if you guys want to check those out. Yeah, they're going to be linked down below. And what else? I think that's it. Okay. And I also have my spiritual shop linked down below. So if you guys are into crystals and spiritual stuff, make sure to check out my spiritual shop. Today, guys, we have 3 different piles or 3 different crystals. And we're just going to be asking Spirit, what is going to be happening for you the next 3 months? Okay. So pile 1 is this amethyst crystal cluster. So this is going to be pile 1. Okay, pile number 2 is this malachite. This is going to be pile 2. Okay, and pile number 3, hopefully my camera focuses, is going to be this labradorite crystal. This is going to be pile number 3. Okay, so go ahead, guys, and take a moment to tune into the 3 different crystals or the 3 different piles. Pick the one that resonates with you the most. Once you pick your crystal, you can check out the timestamps in the description box, and they're also going to be pinned to the comment section. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with pile 1, and I will see the rest of you beautiful souls at your pile. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile 1 or the amethyst crystal cluster. Welcome in. So we are going to be diving right into your reading on the next 3 months. I have some tarot here as well as some oracle that we are going to be seeing or diving into to see what the next 3 months has in store for you. So I'm also going to be getting any channel messages that come through. Remember, guys, this is a general reading. So we're just going to be getting a general sense of the next 3 months. Also, remember, guys, this is timeless. So I am posting this reading in April, but whenever you are seeing it or coming across it is when this message was supposed to find you. Okay, so let's see, Spirit. Please give us clear and accurate messages on the next 3 months for pile 1. Please give us clear and accurate messages. There's going to be a turn of events. Something is really a turn of events. I like the way that sounds. So your life could honestly move in a direction that you never thought it was going to move in. There could be some sudden changes coming up for you over the next 3 months, or some sudden shifts in energy. Spirit is saying some sudden shifts in energy. You might even be changing something up very suddenly over the next 3 months, possibly a move, some sort of a job opportunity. We will see what this is. The next 3 months for pile 1. Wow, 10 of Swords. Guys, you're leaving a lot behind over the next 3 months. Anything that has been holding you back, any kind of pain of the past, any kind of betrayal, any harsh endings that you feel like you have experienced in your life up until this point, those are going to be left behind over the next 3 months. I'm hearing Spirit say you're ready to live a new life. I'm also hearing Spirit say you're tired of living in the past. Like, you're ready for the new opportunities. It really feels like pile 1, you're ready. Like, you're ready to move on from this pain. You're ready to move on from these harsh endings. You're ready to move on from the past. You're ready for what's next. Even though what's next may have not presented itself to you yet, you're ready for it. You're open to it. Okay, so I would be paying attention to the signs and symbols from Spirit. I would be paying attention to the intuitive nudges that you are getting over the next 3 months, because I really feel like this, over this next 3 months, Spirit is really going to be trying to guide you and lead you towards what's next. There is this strong energy for you, pile 1, of a new beginning. are some sort of a fresh start, okay? The Ten of Swords in the reverse, like, I'm hearing please have mercy on me. So it's almost like this moment of surrenderance. It's like, you know, like God, higher power, the divine, I will surrender my pain. Just guide me. I'm done holding on to grudges. I'm done holding on to the past. I'm done holding on to what used to be. I'm ready for what will be. And it feels like the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Was that reverse? Let's see. Okay, yeah, Eight of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there's this energy building up is what this Eight of Wands in the reverse is giving me. It's like there's this energy building up within you. I feel like you can feel something new is coming. You're just not quite sure what it is. We have this Ten of Cups here as well, which is absolutely beautiful. So, you know, you may be spending time with family or just connecting with people on a deeper spiritual level over the next 3 months. Let's see what else comes through. I feel like with this Eight of Wands in the reverse, I almost want to say there's this energy building up within inside of you, and something is about to push through for you, or something is about to break through for you. I feel like over the next 3 months, you're going to have a massive breakthrough. So if anything has been making you feel stuck, if anything has been making you feel like delayed in any kind of way, or if anything has been making you feel like you can't move forward in the way that you want to move forward, expect that to change, okay? Expect things to become a whole lot more clear over the next 3 months, okay? We have the Six of Swords in the reverse, okay? So there are certain things that are being let go of over the next 3 months is what I'm seeing, okay? Whatever you're holding on to from the past, whatever heartbreak, whatever ending, that's being worked through over the next 3 months so that you can achieve this feeling of happiness, so that you can achieve this feeling of contentment, because I can see that you're ready to move on. And over the next 3 months, it's like you're finally moving on, okay? In a very big and bold way, okay? So let's see. Spirit, what is coming for pile number 1 over the next 3 months? I'm hearing Spirit say, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I'm just ready. There's this feeling of like, I'm ready for what's next, but maybe not knowing what that is, okay? And so that's why it's going to be very important for you to pay attention to the signs and symbols that you receive and what your intuition is telling you over the next 3 months, because it's going to be giving you very clear and concise guidance on how to move forward my throat chakra, how to move forward in the way that you want to, and how to move in the direction that you want to move in. Seven of Cups. You're ready. You're ready to make a choice and move forward with it. It's just really honestly, pile 3, trying to decide what that decision is, maybe trying to decide what's best for your family. Honestly, what this feels like is a possible move coming up for you. It feels like some of you are going to be starting a new business adventure or a new business endeavor. It just feels new. And I know that's very general. And I know that's a very kind of general term, but that's kind of what Spirit is showing me. Let me see if I can get a little bit more clear and concise for you, pile 1. What is coming through for pile 1 over the next 3 months? Okay, yeah, I just feel like a lot of different ideas are going to be coming through, so be paying attention to that. I feel like this information is going to come through very fast, and you're almost going to have to slow it down. It almost feels like there's going to be so much energy built up within you that you're going to have to kind of slow down and decide one thing, okay? Because I feel like you might get a ton of different ideas or a ton of different epiphanies, and over the next 3 months, it's really going to be about, kind of dialing in on one of those ideas and going forward with one of those ideas, or going forward in one of those directions or one of those paths. Let's go ahead and clarify this energy for you, pile 1. What is the Ten of Swords saying, Spirit? What is the Ten of Swords saying? We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You're reinventing yourself, okay? You are reinventing yourself, and you're ready to come out of the dark again. You're ready to come out of hiding. What is this Eight of Wands? Eight of Wands. What is this Eight of Wands? We have the King of Wands in the reverse. Wow. Well, King of Wands upright. Okay. I wanted to flip it upright suddenly. It feels like you're ready to lead. You're ready to take charge of your life. You're ready to start taking action on something. What is this Ten of Cups, Spirit? We also have the Seven of Swords. I feel like when it comes to this, you're going to be very strategic, okay, about whatever this is that you're going to be starting over the next 3 months. What is the Six of Swords? We also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And we also have the Page of Wands in the reverse. I feel like a lot of this energy is going to be taking place within you. There's this inner transformation that's going to be taking place, which is slowly going to be kind of creeping to your outer realms. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords, I still feel like you're kind of in hiding right now. You're still kind of holding on very tightly to all of this energy. You're still kind of holding on very tightly to all of these new creative ideas, but it's building up within you. It's just a matter of when you're ready to reveal it to the world. I think there's so much building up within you. There's so much passion and inspiration building up within you. Or there's so much momentum is what I'm wanting to say. And it's only a matter of time before you kind of unleash the beast, okay, is what I'm hearing. Because you've been focusing on reinventing yourself. You've been focusing on transforming yourself. And this new person that you've been transforming into is ready to shine, okay, is what I'm getting here. It's only a matter of time. So over the next 3 months, really expect this big, huge, massive inner transformation that is slowly going to be making its way to the front of you, okay, is what Spirit is saying. It's kind of almost going to be bubbling. Spirit is saying bubbling up to the surface. A lot of this energy that you've been hiding from people, maybe from your family, a lot of these things that you've always wanted to do that you've been hiding from others, you might finally be sharing them, okay? Maybe there's some sort of an idea that you have that you're finally going to tell your family about. Or maybe there's something that you've always wanted to do that you're finally going to share with the world. I think a lot of your thoughts and a lot of your thinking and a lot of your creativity, I'm definitely seeing it's been held within you, especially with this Four of Pentacles. You've been holding on to a lot of your energy. You've been very resistant to sharing your energy. But Spirit is saying there's like this feeling of shared energy, okay, coming up for you. So it's finally like unleashing the beast. It's finally time to share yourself with others. You know, and it's finally time to kind of start putting action into all of these different ideas that you've had maybe over the past couple of months, okay? And I see this kind of all taking place over the next 3 months. It's kind of like this feeling of you coming out of the dark. With the Seven of Swords, are you coming out of a hermit mode? Are you coming out of like the healing that's been taking place within you? Okay, is what Spirit is kind of showing me. Let me see what I'm getting intuitively as well, because that's always super duper helpful. I feel like with this Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's like you are a very creative person. It's just been held within you temporarily. And I think you've honestly just been building up the courage and confidence to just maybe finally take a leap of faith, finally express yourself, maybe finally just put yourself out there. So if you've been in some very deep contemplation lately, I feel like that contemplation is kind of going to be ending over the next 3 months. You're kind of going to be getting out of that energy and kind of finally stepping up to the plate and taking charge of different things in your life that you've kind of just, things that have kind of just been thoughts are kind of going to be able to kind of turn into reality over the next 3 months, Spirit is saying. Okay, what is going to be happening for pile 3, Spirit? Just trust that you know what you're doing. Just trust that you know what you're doing, your spirit guides are saying. Pile 1. I think I said pile 3. I'm sorry, guys. Pile 1. What is going to be happening over the next 3 months? What is going to be happening over the next 3 months? An inner transformation. There's an inner transformation. Let's see what is going to be happening. We have receptivity. Yeah. Be very open to the messages that are going to be coming through over the next 3 months, because it's going to be very important over what's next. Okay. So if you've been lacking that direction, guys, be very receptive to the universe wanting to give you signs, because they're going to be very, very guided over the next 3 months. And Spirit is saying to pay attention. Very, very important messages are going to be coming through for you. Okay? Let's see. What is coming the next 3 months for pile 1? Okay, we have an awakening. Wow. Finally, almost awakening to the true energy of who you are. I think you've been having this inner awakening, but some of you are finally sharing that with the world. And I'm not sure how that's going to resonate for you, but over the next 3 months, you're sharing something with the world, or you're preparing to share something with the world, okay? Or you're preparing to kind of, it's almost like this all has been taking place inside of you, this inner awakening, but over the next 3 months, it's kind of almost going to be transforming outside of you. So you've been making a lot of the inner changes, and over the next 3 months, it's really going to be about making the outer changes, or figuring out what you want those outer changes to be. Let's see, pile 3. I keep wanting to say pile 3. Pile 1, what is going to be happening over the next 3 months? Okay. We also have infinite potential. Yeah, just seeing the infinite potential and infinite possibility about what you want to create. I think you understand that you can create whatever you want in this lifetime. It's just a matter of figuring out what that creation is. It's not that you guys are not creative, but sometimes I notice creative people run into the problem of, there's so many things that I want to create, okay? And I just got a ringing in my ear. So you guys are finally seeing the potential of who you are, and you're finally seeing the potential of what you can turn your life into, which I think is so exciting. And it's like finally making all of that happen. I don't think it's all going to happen over the next 3 months, but the best way that I can describe it is you're slowly ready to, like, what I'm getting is, like, a lot of times when you're going through that inner awakening, there's so many things that you start to decide that you want to do. Like, I want to make a move. Well, over the next 3 months, it's really going to be about how you can make that practical. Like, there's so many changes that you want to happen in your life. And over the next 3 months, you're going to be seeing how you can make those changes practical. You can turn those thoughts into reality. You can turn the dreams that you've always had into something real and into something tangible. That's what I'm getting. I think you're going to be like, Spirit, I have this idea. This is what I want to create in my life. And Spirit is going to be giving you the guidance on how to turn your dreams, how to turn those creative thoughts that you've always had into your reality. Okay, pile 1. So it's really going to be a very great 3 months. Is there anything else, Spirit, for pile 1? I do also want to say, guys, that you are letting go of a lot from the past, which we've already kind of discussed. Let's see, is there anything else for pile 1 over the next 3 months? What's going to be coming through? I think that's it, guys. Positive intention. I'm telling you, whatever you want to create, put that intention out there, because it's very possible, or it's going to become, it's almost like what is possible is going to become very clear over the next 3 months. So I'm not saying that all of these creations are going to take place over the next 3 months, but it's going to be very clear that what you want to create in your life is very, very practical, and it's very, very possible. So any kind of doubt that you've been experiencing is really going to be taken away, okay, by, I don't know, the energy coming through for you over the next 3 months, okay? So let me know if this resonated. I honestly had such an amazing time reading for this pile. It feels like you guys are going to have a very exciting 3 months. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will see all of you beautiful souls on the next one. I'm going to move on to pile 2. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile 2, or if you chose this malachite crystal right here, welcome in. We are going to be diving into the next 3 months. Remember, guys, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you are coming across this is when the message was meant to find you. Group 1 was so exciting to read for, so I'm excited to see what comes through for you guys over the next 3 months, what's going to be coming through. So We're going to set that to the side. We're going to be getting into the oracle last. So we're going to start with tarot and just see the next 3 months, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels that want to join us for pile number 2. Okay. Spirit is kind of saying the next 3 months is going to be a little bit of a hibernation for you. I definitely kind of see this period of going within, okay, over the next 3 months, maybe possibly taking a break, getting off the treadmill, you know what I'm saying? Getting off the treadmill of life. Spirit is saying over the next 3 months, you also need to focus on breaking up routine. I can see pile 2, you have been in a routine. Some of you do like this daily routine where it's like doing the same thing every day. And Spirit is really wanting you to break up those routines. They're saying you need to shift your energy. You need to do different things throughout your day. Okay, that is a clear message that I just got intuitively. Is like you need to break up the routine. So what is coming through pile 2 the next 3 months? Pile 2. We have the Star card reverse. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. What is coming through for pile 2 over the next 3 months? Pile 2, next 3 months. It's like so many cards want to come out. Okay, let's see. Okay, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, pile 2 over the next 3 months, please. We also have the King of Swords. I'm also hearing a chapter is closing. A chapter is closing. We also have the Emperor energy in the reverse. Yeah. And the 8 of Cups. A chapter is closing as well as the 8 of Cups. Okay. The immediate energy that I got is it does seem that there could be some sort of breakup here or separation with you and another person over the next 3 months. Is what I'm getting. There could be some sort of a breakup or there could be some sort of situation that ends between you and another person that kind of causes you to walk away and rediscover who you are. Okay? Some of you, this ending is going to come from some sort of relationship. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're committed to this person. But for some of you, the person you are currently being romantic with or talking to, there may be a separation between the two of you where you're going to have to walk away and kind of make your own plans. It almost feels like you're developing these plans right now that are going to be shaken up. It's like your plans are going to look different. Your current structure that you are, doing day to day, the current plans that you have set in place are kind of going to be shaken up and they're going to be shifted, is what I'm kind of seeing for you. We do have the Star card, and the Star card comes directly after the Tower. So I almost want to say something very abrupt is going to happen in your life over the next 3 months. And it's kind of going to leave you in this period of contemplation, being like, holy shit, what do I do next? Okay? It's almost kind of going to force you into this hermit mode, Spirit is saying. There's going to be something that takes place. It's going to kind of rattle you, and it's going to kind of force you to rethink plans that you already had. Plans with another person, plans for your life. This could be some sort of a career, where you're suddenly kind of taken out of this position and it kind of makes you're kind of going to go through that period of like, holy shit, what's next? Okay, it's almost kind of going to force you into this period of contemplation. A lot of you may be feeling that general feeling of like, I don't know what's next. Maybe you're lacking a little bit of faith even over the next 3 months. And it will kind of force you to go within, because that's going to be the only place where you can find answers. It almost feels like some of you are going to come to this point over the next 3 months where you're going to try to think it out. You're going to try to contemplate it so much, and you're going to keep running into a wall. And what it's going to kind of force you to do is it's going to kind of force you to separate yourself from whatever that thing is. It's kind of going to force you to isolate your energy and figure something out. There's something that you're going to have to figure out over the next 3 months. What this kind of feels like is you had something set in place for yourself, or you had some sort of a plan for yourself, and it feels like those plans fell through, and it's like you're having to create new plans for yourself. Very interesting, but it's like having to create new plans for yourself. And I think this is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, and it's kind of going to make you feel like you're not in control, because really you're not going to be in control, because whatever this thing is that happens, it's going to be probably somebody else's decision. I don't see that if you're separating from someone romantically, I don't see that that's going to be your decision. I feel like it's going to be the other person's decision, which is kind of why it's going to be so troubling, because it's going to feel as if someone else is in control of your life. For some of you, you may even feel, oh my gosh, why is the universe working against me? Okay, I do want to give you advice and more clarity on this as well. We're going to clarify these energies. Pile 2 Spirit, can you be more clear about what this is and give us some more advice over the next 3 months? What is this Star card in? An analogy. Okay, I don't know what that means. We have the Ace of Wands. It's almost going to kind of force you to rethink, or force you to be creative, or force you to come up with something new. Okay? It's almost like this energy of having to think on your feet. Let's see. What is this Knight of Cups, please? We also have the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Wow. The Emperor. I feel like I know exactly what Spirit is trying to say. We also have Temperance. Okay. What is the King of Swords? 3 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Very clear message. 8 of Cups. Spirit, what is the 8 of Cups? We have the Lovers card. Interesting. Some of you... Okay, so I feel like some of you had this very clear vision about what you wanted to create. Okay, that didn't end up working out. Spirit is almost wanting to say, like, instead of beating yourself up, if something falls through, if something doesn't work out the absolute way that you thought it was going to work out over the next 3 months, it's like, don't freak out about it. Everything happens for a reason. A new idea will come to you. You will figure out a new plan. You will figure out a new way to do something. Okay? As long as you stay focused on yourself, as long as you're going within, as long as you're trying to connect with yourself, you will receive the intuitive guidance about what to do. So when this thing happens, don't turn outward. Don't turn to your logical mind. Make sure you turn within. Okay? Because that's going to be the best way to kind of navigate this situation. The Ace of Wands. You're going to almost it's going to almost feel like over the next 3 months that you're being forced to think of something new. It's going to feel like over the next 3 months you're being forced to think of a new idea, or you're being forced to rethink your plan. Okay? King of Wands and Emperor in the reverse is giving me the same energy. Something that you used to feel very in control of, something that you used to feel you had a lot of power over, you're not going to have power over it anymore. You're not going to feel like you have control over it anymore. Okay? I'm not sure why, but that is what's coming through. Be very patient with yourself when this happens. Okay? You're going to go through this period where you kind of separate yourself from other people just so you can reconnect to yourself. And for others of you, you're separating yourself from some sort of a friend group or people that don't resonate with your energy. You're walking away from them so that you can find people that you actually connect with. Okay? On a deeper level. Okay, it almost feels like, Spirit, explain this a little bit more. What is going on for pile 2? It's like you weren't expecting this to happen, okay, is what I'm getting. And so at first it may be hard to accept what has happened, okay? But I think inevitably you're going to end up accepting it and seeing that whatever this thing that happened was, it feels like something fell through for you. It's almost going to kind of force you to rethink your entire path, but I almost feel like it's going to lead you to something better, okay, and more aligned with who you are. Okay, maybe this thing that you really thought was super duper important for you just wasn't very aligned with you. And so maybe Spirit's trying to kind of force you in this new direction because this new direction is a little bit more aligned with who you are as a person on a deeper level. Okay, let's see. Spirit, pile 2. The next 3 months. Can we get some advice? The next 3 months for pile 2. Can we get some advice? Okay, we have fulfillment. So it's almost like Spirit is getting rid of something to give you something that's more fulfilling. Okay? It could be something that you settled for, and Spirit doesn't want you to settle. They want you to strive for fulfillment. They want you to strive to find something that is what you want to do, that does make you the happiest. They don't want you to settle for something that makes you a little bit happy. They want you to settle for something that makes you very, very happy, okay? Strength. You know, your strength may be tested over the next 3 months. There may be some trials and tribulations where you really are tested. Like, can you keep the faith? Can you keep going when what's happening just seems so out of the ordinary? You know, are you going to be able to keep the strength to keep moving forward? Are you going to be able to keep the faith? Are you going to be able to trust that there is a reason for whatever, you know, thing falls out of my life? That there is a reason for what happens, you know, that there is a deeper meaning. You're kind of going to be tested to believe that everything does happen for a reason, even if it doesn't feel like that in the moment. Because I feel like this may be something that you're initially upset with, okay? Let's see, what else does pile 2 need to know? We also have power. Yeah, power and strength. Do you have the power to lift yourself out of a dark situation? Do you have the power to lift yourself, you know, out of that destruction, okay, and to find the light again, okay? You're going to be searching for the light again over the next 3 months, okay? You're going to be really discovering how powerful you really are, that you really can do anything, okay? Because of this, it kind of feels like a test from the universe, is what I'm feeling this as. So, let's get one more advice card for you, pile 2. We also have higher thought. So, you know, over the next 3 months, you're kind of going to shift your energy because it's almost this feeling of you didn't know that you could upgrade. You didn't know that there was something better. You know, I feel like your life, you're like, what? It feels fine. Or this is fine. Like, my life is great. But what you don't know, Spirit is saying, is there's something better. There's something better, you just can't see it. And so Spirit is going to make you see it, okay, is the kind of energy that I'm getting. You didn't know that there was something better out there for you. You didn't know that there was something that was more fulfilling. But Spirit's going to show you that, okay? And the hardest thing is the kind of how I'm connecting this message is like, you know, you might be friends with someone or you might be in a relationship with someone and it might feel really great, but, you know, all along there's this better thing out there for you. There's this better relationship. You know, there's that better friend group. You just have no idea. And so sometimes Spirit has to remove these people from your life or remove these situations from your life because they know deep down there's something better for you. You're meant to do more with your life. You just don't know it yet. And so when this thing is pulled from your life or when you feel like you have to walk away from something that maybe you don't walk away from, don't resist it. Okay, even though you might not be able to see what's next, know that you will be able to find what's next and know that it's going to be better. It kind of feels like a blessing in disguise. At first, it may seem like, oh, fuck, like, why did this happen? But then it's like later on, you kind of are like, oh, that's why that thing happened. That's kind of what I see happening over the next 3 months is like, you know, something that happens where later on in life, you have that sudden epiphany of like, oh, that's why, you know, that happened. Because think about it like this. What about if like, this is kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's like, you may be meant to be like this massive influencer who's supposed to influence people in a very deep way, but you're stuck at a 9 to 5. But it's like, you don't know. It's like, but everyone told me to get this job. Like it has a nice paycheck, but all along Spirit knows that higher plan. Spirit knows your life better than you do. Spirit sees the bigger picture. And that's the problem here over the next 3 months, is like, you're not going to be able to see the bigger picture. So what is happening right in front of your face is going to be like, why is this happening? Like, it literally makes no sense. Spirit wants you to see the bigger picture over the next 3 months. Is like, maybe there is a deeper meaning. Even though you're not going to see what that meaning is right away, trust that it's there. Okay, trust that it's there. Don't resist it. It may feel uncomfortable, but it's leading you towards something better, and it's leading you towards something more fulfilling. Okay, pile 2. So, wow. And you know, with the Malachite, it may be leading you towards something that's more aligned with your heart, more aligned with what you love. Okay, so let me know if this resonated, pile number 2. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. I had an amazing time reading for you, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile 3, or the labradorite crystal. We're gonna be diving into your reading on the next 3 months. Remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you are coming across this video is when the message was meant to find you. So let's see, pile 3, the next 3 months. The next 3 months, Spirit, please bring through clear and accurate guided information for pile 3 in the next 3 months. Okay, a lot of different energies wanting to already fall out. Okay, let's see. The next 3 months, Spirit, for pile 3. Page of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. I'm almost getting keep some of the energy to yourself. Be careful about where you're giving your energy over the next 3 months. King of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. The Page and the King of Cups in the reverse. So we've got water sign energy coming through for you guys. And we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. I want to say that there needs to be more focus on your emotional well-being over the next 3 months. Okay, there's something that is in your life, maybe currently, that is kind of taking time away from yourself. So for some of you, this is your job. Like, you're just working too much where you're not able to really tap in and tune in to yourself. You're not able to tune in and tap into how you feel. Okay. There's something about over the next 3 months needing to reconnect with your emotions and needing to reconnect with how you feel. Okay. Some of you maybe have become very numb to how you feel. And so there needs to be, you know, this connection again with how you feel, and even reconnecting to your intuition and what your intuition is telling you to do. And it's also just this energy of needing to make more time for yourself. With the Page and the King of Cups in the reverse, it just makes me feel like you're more worried about other people, or you're more worried about other people's emotional well-being than your own. Make sure you're checking in with yourself. You know, I know it's very good to help others. It's very good to check in on other people and how they're feeling, but it's also very important to check in on how we're feeling, okay? Because how are we going to help others if we're not helping ourselves? That seems to be very important here too. You guys have a very powerful intuition. You're just not connecting with it as much as you should. And I feel like over the next 3 months, Spirit is encouraging you to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your intuition, maybe even take a break, okay? And just focus on you a little more. The first message is coming. That's the first message coming through. 10 of Wands in the reverse. There's almost too much burdening you, and it's leaving no time for you. Okay? There's almost so much energy being put into other aspects of your life that you're forgetting two of the most important aspects. It's like, yes, career is important. You may be putting a lot of energy into career. Maybe school is very important to you, but you know, how you're doing mentally, how you're doing emotionally, that's also very important. And so Spirit is kind of wanting you to reevaluate what's important to you. You know, maybe you're not able to spend as much time with your family. Maybe you're not able to spend as much time with your friends. So it's almost needing to, you know, really look at your life and say, am I spending too much time working? You know, it's almost like Spirit saying you need to divvy out your energy. There's just not balance with where you're putting your energy. And so over the next 3 months, you're almost kind of reevaluating where you're putting your energy and where is the most important place to put my energy. Okay, because I almost feel like you're putting it in the wrong places. And that's why some of you are feeling a little bit stuck, is because you're not putting energy in the right places, or you're not balancing out your energy, okay, which can also lead to a feeling of stuckness, okay? Pile 3, the next 3 months. We also have the Tower in the reverse. Some of you are going to be on the verge of a breaking point, okay, especially beside the Ten of Wands. So again, if you don't stop, this happens. This card is always that energy of like, you just did yourself in. If you don't slow down, if you don't take time to reconnect with yourself, if you don't take time to tap back into your emotions, if you don't take time to tap back into your emotional well-being, it's gonna just blow up in front of your face, okay? It almost kind of feels like also, if right now, like you're very mentally challenged, or you're feeling a little bit of depression, or you're feeling a little bit of anxiety, go ahead and address that issue before it turns into like something like this, okay? Because I feel like you guys have this ability to keep it all together, or to hide what's really going on in the inside, or to just kind of brush your problems under the rug so that, I don't know, so that you can help others, or just so that you don't seem like a problem, or so that you don't seem like a burden. But this message here over the next 3 months is really like a message of like, you're important too. Like how you feel is important, you know, what you think is important. It's like, even if it's something that you feel a little uncomfortable to share, it's still important. Okay, it's like there's also this energy of like, you need support too. You also need emotional support. You also need people to help you. I know that you're such a helper, Pile 3. I can see it, I can read it, I can feel it. You're such a helper. And so you do have this ability to make everything chaotic in your life look a little bit less chaotic. No, I'm fine. No, that's fine. No, I'm doing good. But like, it's okay to admit I'm not doing good. I've got a little bit of chaos going on. And so over the next 3 months, it's just saying, if you would just admit sometimes that you're not okay, or if you would just admit sometimes that you're tired, or if you would just admit sometimes that there's a little bit of chaos, your problems would be able to solve themselves. There's build up here. You build up until you burst. There's so much within you, and then you burst. That's what it is, Pile 3. It's like so much weighs down on you, and it's like you don't deal with it piece by piece. It just blows up in front of your face. And so just be careful of that happening over the next 3 months if you don't take this time to take a break, or if you don't take the time to reconnect with yourself, there could be a blow up in your face, and it's gonna be your fault. Okay, I hate to say it and put it like that, but it will be your fault because you know what you need to do and you're not doing it. And I don't mean to be harsh, but your guidance is being a little bit harsh. And they're not being harsh because you're doing a bad job. They're being harsh because they want you to take care of yourself, plain and simple. They just want you to take care of yourself. Your spirit guides feel like you're not taking care of yourself enough. Okay, maybe you're spending so much time taking care of your family, and I know that's important, but you're important too. So maybe it's, you know, maybe you need to reach out for support. You know, I'm not kidding. Maybe you need to say, I need help this time, or, you know, I'm struggling. Okay, so let's see what else comes through for you over the next 3 months. Pile 3. What is this Page of Cups? What is this Page of Cups, Spirit, for Pile 3? The Page of Cups. We have strength. Embodying strength is what I just heard. Embodying who you truly are. Embracing who you truly are is also important. Maybe some of you just haven't had time to do the things that you love to do, or maybe some of you just haven't had the time to do the things that make you most excited, okay? We have 2 of Cups in the reverse. Some of you are going through a breakup and you're not doing well emotionally. And it's about admitting that, okay? 10 of Wands, Spirit. 10 of Wands, please. We also have the 5 of Cups. And the Tower. What is the Tower here for? The Tower. The Star in the reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is the Hierophant in the reverse. You know, over the next 3 months, I could see you stepping into maybe kind of a depressing energy, or kind of losing a little bit of faith. And I really want to say, Pile 3, like, reach out to someone when this happens. Like, it's time to turn the focus inward, because I think this has been a big problem for quite some time, whatever this is, whatever this sadness is. And over the next 3 months, it's finally going to be addressed. Like, you finally need to address it, because I'm getting with this Strength card, it's an energy of like, you're important too. Like, it's okay to step into that Leo energy where everything's about yourself. And maybe you are a Leo, but it's almost like more things need to be about yourself. With this 2 of Cups in the reverse, this could signify some sort of a breakup, but I'm also getting this just signifying you needing to disconnect from others for a little bit, or maybe needing to fill up your cup. Maybe this 2 of Cups isn't working because you have nothing to give anymore. Okay, and that's kind of the problem here with the 5 of Cups. You're too depleted to give anything anymore. It's just, that's plain and simple. The Star card in the reverse is really it's really wanting you to address where you feel like you can't show up in your life because you're not showing up for yourself, Spirit is saying. Because wherever you're not showing up for yourself is why you're not able to show up for others. So the reason you can't be as good as you want to be in your relationships is because of your relationship with yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, you can't love others. If you don't know how to talk to yourself, and if you don't know how to identify how you feel, it's harder for you to understand how others feel, okay? Because it's almost like you're missing certain parts of yourself, which is why you're not able to see these parts in other people. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like that's kind of the energy coming through, is like us being good to ourselves allows us to be better people to other people, you know? It's like that's why you feel like you're not able to give as much to others. And I can see that you love to give is because you're not giving to yourself, okay? With the Hierophant in the reverse, it is calling you to switch it up a little bit, to switch up your routine or switch up what you normally do, or to shake things up a little bit, okay? And maybe that is like taking care of yourself a little bit more. I'm not sure, but it is kind of also asking you to get on the wild side a little bit, or do something very spontaneous or spunky or just fun. Like they want you to switch something up, okay? I think you do get caught up in routine, and they don't want you to get caught up in routine is also the message that I'm getting. Queen of Cups in the reverse, needing to connect to that emotional body, that intuitive body. I think that's something that's super duper important for you, Pile 3, that you haven't been doing lately. And that's why you're lacking clarity, because a lot of this clarity comes from your intuition. A lot of this clarity comes from how you feel. And maybe some of you are in that period of like, I don't know how I feel. Like, you know, you don't know how you feel. So, Pile 3, the next 3 months, Spirit, please and thank you. It's like also they're just saying allowing what needs to happen to happen. I think there's a lot of things that you know aren't working anymore, and you're almost avoiding drama, or you're avoiding dealing with them. There's things that you are avoiding that you need to deal with. Maybe this is other people, other situations. Over the next 3 months, everything that you need to deal with, everything that is causing conflict in your life, you've got to address it. You're not addressing some of these things that are causing conflict. What you're doing is just pretending like the problem isn't there at all, which is kind of making you run into another problem within itself. Okay. There are some tough energies that you're going to be working through, pile 3, over the next couple of months. There are going to be some conflicting situations I'm seeing that you're going to have to address. This could even be with family members or other people that are just, you know, certain relationships aren't working, and you're going to have to speak your truth. You're going to have to let these people know this is not working anymore. You don't need to be treating me like this anymore. That's also coming through, because there's also this energy of you rebuilding, like you needing to rebuild something, but it's also needing to accept what's broken. So if we're not, you know, addressing what's broken, or if we're not addressing what's not working, it's hard for us to fix it, okay? And I think addressing negative things is hard for you, pile 3, is what I'm hearing. You do like to see the world with rose-colored glasses, like this little Page of Cups. You like to see the best in everyone and the most positive outcome, but that's not always the case. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes shit hits the fan. Sometimes things don't work out, and you need to look at that side of yourself too. You need to look at both parts of you. Is that another message that's coming through? You need to look at the shadow aspect of who you are. The reason maybe some of you have been avoiding how you feel is because these feelings are hard to work through. I'm sad, and this is hard to work through, but you're going to have to work through it if you want to move forward, okay? Some of you are resisting some of the things that you need to heal, or that you know you need to heal, okay? I'm hearing you're kind of trauma avoiding. Like some of you are avoiding certain traumatic things that have happened to you, and over the next 3 months, that energy is going to be rising to the surface. So it's really an energy of like, if you don't address it, we will. You know what I'm saying? You know, Spirit's going to force you to address your shadow and what needs to be worked through. So also be prepared and ready for that over the next 3 months. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. We're going to get some advice as well. I also am seeing celebration though. This is not saying that I'm hearing you're completing work. There's going to be a lot of completion and celebration, but Spirit wanted to get the first message out. They're not saying this 3 months is going to be terrible and bad, but they're saying there does need to be a balance, okay? Just because you're addressing something negative doesn't mean the rest of your day is going to be negative, okay? We are creatures of duality. We have both light and dark aspects, and they just don't want you to hide away from the darkness altogether. But they're also not saying that there's not also going to be light. So that's what you also need to understand. You guys sometimes take your emotion and you encompass it over your entire life, feeling that like, I'm feeling sad, so it has to encompass over my entire day, but that's not necessarily true. You can observe the sadness, you can feel the sadness, but you don't have to fuel it. Some of you fuel it. Like you start feeling sad and then it just continues throughout your day. But it's almost like needing to observe how you feel, needing to let those feelings flow through you and remain detached from them, okay? There are going to be sad feelings that come up. There are going to be conflicting things that come up, but Spirit wants you to allow those feelings to flow through and not attach yourself to all of them. Okay, some of you are making peace with yourself is what I'm also hearing. You're finally going to have peace, like you're making peace with yourself, or you're making peace with someone from your past. The next 3 months, Let's see, we have the source of life. Uncovering the truth is what I just heard with that card. Uncovering the truth of maybe who you really are. I am creator. Wow, uncovering the truth of yourself, or recognizing yourself a little bit more, recognizing how you feel a little bit more, enjoying the pleasures of life again is what this card is also giving me, going back down to the roots of who you are, okay? Uncovering, who am I? What is the, Spirit is saying what is the simplest version of who you are? Figure out what is the simplest version of who you are. Who are you at your core? That's also going to be discussed over the next 3 months, is like, who are you at your core? Energy. you're understanding how energy works as well. You're going to have a better understanding of energy is what I'm getting, and the energy that you're putting out. You're also going to be able to address different kinds of energy, positive energy, negative energy, and you're going to be able to understand the balance between both of those and understanding that you don't have to be all of one or all of the other. I think maybe sometimes you guys, you need to understand that you're a mix of all kinds of energy. Spirit is saying you're created by a ton of different kinds of energy. You're not one, you're not the other, okay? Different kinds of energy are what make you whole. It's what makes you human. So it's also needing to identify that you're not all of one thing. Maybe some of you are trying to like pinpoint yourself to just one job or one task or one energy. And Spirit is saying you're not all just one energy. There's different parts of yourself that make you whole and that make you who you are as a person. Okay? So, let's see. Is there anything else, Spirit? That was pretty much it. Okay, wow. What an amazing reading. I like that pile a lot. Okay, let me know, pile 3, if that resonated. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I will see all of you beautiful souls on the next one. Bye, guys.